Sadie Sink has just been cast in Spider-Man 4. This is breaking news coming to us from Deadline. And this is crazy. We've heard rumors for about a year now that Sadie Sink was in talks with Marvel Studios, and it looks like it was for a role in Spider-Man 4. And I love this because Sadie Sink is fantastic. I'm sure a lot of you have seen her in Stranger Things and The Whale. And she's a great young actress that I think can be in the MCU for like 5+ years. And the current theory that was posted in the article by Deadline is that she could be playing Jean Grey, the X-Men member, or she could maybe be playing Mary Jane Watson. Now, I will explain how I think the Mary Jane Watson theory could actually be true later on in the video. But quickly, let's go ahead and talk about some of the current theories going around online right now as to who she could be playing in Spider-Man 4. So here's the list of characters that she could be playing according to everyone on the internet. We've got Jean Grey, Mary Jane, Black Cat, Firestar, and Mayday Parker. Now, the interesting one here with Mayday Parker is that there's rumors of Tobey Maguire's Spider-Man appearing, and there's a lot of fans out there theorizing that Mayday Parker might be his daughter and appear in this film, and I think that would actually be pretty cool. But there also was a lot of scoopers hinting towards her possibly being Jean Grey and joining the MCU as this iconic X-Men character. She's the perfect age for the role, she could easily play it for like 10 years, and there's a lot of rumors that the MCU X-Men reboot is going to have a much younger X-Men cast, and Sadie definitely fits the bill for that. But let's talk about the Mary Jane theory right now, because I think this has the highest potential of actually being correct. And it was also mentioned in the Deadline article that broke this news that it could be Mary Jane, so let's go ahead and talk about my theory on how I think Sadie Sink could be the MCU Mary Jane Watson in Spider-Man 4. Alright, so here's the theory. So I said Sadie Sink could be playing a new version of Mary Jane on Battleworld because in Avengers Doomsday, the big theory is that Doctor Doom's going to win and he's going to form his new Battleworld. And we know that Spider-Man 4 is set to release after Avengers Doomsday, meaning that it is most likely going to be on Battleworld. Then I wrote here, reports of Marissa Tomei returning as Aunt May furthers the idea that Peter will live in a new reality with his loved ones, and Doctor Doom may replace characters like Michelle Jones, played by Zendaya in the MCU, with the proper Mary Jane Watson, with the red hair and everything. Then I wrote, maybe the MCU 616 has a bunch of anomalies, like Aunt May dying, Michelle Jones being MJ, Peter being best friends with Ned instead of Harry Osborn. Then I wrote, Doctor Doom could be correcting these alterations from the 616 and fixing them on his Battleworld to prevent any other multiversal collapses due to incursions by multiversal changes. So essentially, Doctor Doom could promise Peter Parker in Avengers Doomsday that if he sides with him, he will give him the life that he wants. Like, his family and friends will be there, Aunt May will be alive again, and Doctor Doom is basically going to make this reality very comic book accurate, because I think what happened, and I think what's going to be revealed, is that He Who Remains, which is a Kang variant, essentially made the sacred timeline in the 616, but made a bunch of changes. And I think some of those changes are going to be what a lot of fans have complained about in terms of comic book accuracy. Like, we've got Michelle Jones instead of Mary Jane Watson. We've got Aunt May dying instead of Uncle Ben. And I could see Doctor Doom implementing the Osborns into this new reality as well, and having Harry Osborn be Peter's best friend instead of Ned. It's essentially going to be like a very comic book accurate reality, which I think is going to be really, really cool. And that's why I think there's a really good chance that Sadie Sink could actually be playing Mary Jane Watson in that new reality on Battleworld. But at the same time, something like Jean Grey would be really cool. So guys, there you have it. Sadie Sink has been officially cast in Spider-Man 4. Let me know down below in the comments who you think she's playing. I think the top contenders right now is Mayday Parker, Jean Grey, and Mary Jane Watson. But let me know what you think down below. And stay tuned for more Spider-Man 4 updates.